Good day, everyone. This is the orientation for the UST Faculty of Engineering Solemn Investiture for Class 2020, Class 2021, and Class 2022. In this video, we will be covering the following items. First is the final date and schedule of the program, graduate statistics, pre-event guidelines, on-the-day safety guidelines and reminders, entry to QPAV guidelines and reminders, march and entry to the arena guidelines, presentation of graduates, event guidelines, exit guidelines, the UST EAAI membership, and the student satisfactory survey. For class of 2020 and 2021, your solemn investiture will be on June 6, which will fall on a Monday, while for class of 2022, your solemn investiture will be on June 7, which will fall on a Tuesday. As for the schedule of the program, it is important that you arrive on time for the assembly and entrance march. Gates will open at 11 a.m. and the entrance march to the arena will begin at 1 p.m. So you guys have to be there on or before 11 a.m. That's for class 2020, 2021, and 2022. The parade sequence will be as follows. First will be the graduates, followed by the awardees. Those are the loyalty awardees and the Latin honors, then the top 3 graduates. They will be followed by the support staff, the academic staff including full professors, the department chairs, former deans, and administrators. You will see in this slide the graduate statistics per class per program. For class 2020 and class 2021, the total is 1,042 and 121 respectively. For class of 2022, the figures below show the number of students who were able to clear all of their deficiencies as of today, May 28, 2022. Here are some guidelines to help you prepare for your big day. First, eating and drinking are not allowed inside the arena. No activities unrelated to the solemn investiture should be allowed on stage. An example of this would be wedding proposals. Remember that the event is called Solemn Investiture because it is a solemn event. Additional guidelines are as follows. No smoking, no bringing of animals, no bringing and drinking of alcoholic drinks, no camera flash when you take photos, no fireworks, no candles, and no deadly weapons. The official photographer is the DMD photographer. Personal photographers are not allowed to take pictures in front of the stage or inside the arena, which is located on the 2nd floor. Candidates for graduation and their guests should dress appropriately for the event. For women, you may wear a cocktail dress paired with a sandal or closed shoes. Heels are not necessarily required. For men, you are advised to wear long sleeves plus a tie, dark pants or slacks, and then leather shoes. The candidates will be given 2 entry passes each, both of which are for their guests. No passes needed for the graduates themselves. Entry passes will be in the form of e-ticket with QR codes sent via email to the graduates. Please note that no vaccine, no entry policy is being implemented in the university. There will be no area assigned for guests in excess of those who have passes, so please refrain from bringing along additional guests. We would also like to reiterate that children, meaning those aged 8 to 12, and teenagers, no matter how small they are, should have their own e-ticket. The threat of COVID-19 is still present, so please be responsible and follow the maximum number of guests assigned per graduate. Please download or screenshot your e-ticket to prevent delays upon entry. Drop-off And pickup scheme is highly encouraged since the only parking available is the car park building, which is located across the hospital. Candidates and their parents or guests shall enter QPAV through Gate A, which is the gate in front facing España Boulevard. No other entrances to QPAV will be utilized. All other entrances will be barricaded, so just use Gate A. Solemn investiture fee can be paid through bills payment option in the following banks. For BPI, you can pay over the counter or online. For BDO, also over the counter and online. And for China Bank, you may pay over the counter. For BPI over the counter option, just go to any BPI branch nationwide and fill out the deposit or payment form. Include University of Santo Tomas or UST SCH for the merchant, the reference number, which is the 18-digit reference number, your plan holder's name, which is the student name, mode of payment, and the amount of payment, which is 1,000 pesos. Just present it to the BPI teller and make sure to get your validated copy, as you will have to upload that into one of the Google Forms that we released a few days ago. Over-the-counter payment via BDO is quite the same, except that you might have 2% institution code, which for this case is 1808. Again, a reminder to include the subscriber's account number, which is the 18-digit reference number. Lastly, here's the procedure for over-the-counter payment via China Bank branches. For online payment, you will have to enroll University of Santo Tomas as merchant, then pay for the grad fee through the bills option. The 18-digit payment reference number will follow the format as shown. So 800 2021, by default that's really 2021, and then 0, followed by the 10-digit student number. In case the bank requests for a copy of your UST payment slip, kindly advise the bank teller that you are making a non-tuition fee payment. A toga set can be rented for 1,500 pesos. The 1,000 pesos out of this 1,500 pesos is refundable upon return of the items. Announcement regarding the details about the distribution of toga will be posted on a separate announcement, as there are still scheduled changes being made to accommodate everyone's requests. Here are the guidelines regarding the return of the toga. First, please return the toga set at the practice court right after the solemn investiture. Claim the 1,000 peso deposit upon return of the toga. To prevent overcrowding at the practice court, only the graduates are advised to go there to facilitate the transaction. In the event that the toga is not returned right after the solemn investiture, a penalty of 100 pesos per day will be charged until the toga is returned. On the day of your solemn investiture, please follow the following safety guidelines and reminders. For class 2020 and 2021 and all of their guests, please accomplish a Stay Safe form upon entry to the university. For class of 2022, since you can still access your THOMEDS account, so go to the THOMEDS website and under the COVID-19 response, click Case Tracker, and this will prompt in your screen. Just click Health Declaration Checklist for today. Anyone experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 shall be responsible enough to skip the event and to self-quarantine instead. In compliance with the institutional protocols, everyone that will enter the Quadricentennial Pavilion or QPAV shall undergo thermal screening. In the event that a graduate has a body temperature greater than 37.5 degrees Celsius, he or she will be asked to go in the isolation tent and stay there for 5 minutes. after which his or her temperature will be checked again. If it remains to be greater than 37.5 degrees Celsius, the said graduate will be asked to return home to self-quarantine and monitor. Shown in your screen is the floor plan of QPAV and the practice court. The left side is facing P-Naval, the upper side is facing the Pitan, the right side is facing Lacson, and the lower side is facing Espana. Again, only Gate A facing the Espana Boulevard will be used as access for entrance and exit to both QPAV and the practice court. So your view will look something like this. Once in, you will have to have your QR code scanned again by the marshal if you need to go out. Please do not skip this step as your re-entry can be refused if your temporary exit was not logged in the system. The candidate and one guest will proceed to the practice court for assembly. Use the hallway as shown to reach the practice court after entering Gate A. Note that there are no markings on the floor prepared for this specific event, so if you have questions regarding directions, it would be best to ask the marshals deployed at strategic locations. For the other guests of our graduates, please turn right upon entering Gate A. At the end of the hall, you will see Stairway B, which you can use to access the seats located at the 3rd and 4th floor of the QPAV. Note that the 2nd floor, where the arena is strictly for staff and graduates only. Guests can opt to sit in any odd-numbered bleachers. Please follow this guideline to make sure that social distancing is practiced. Assembly of candidates plus one guest per candidate will be per department. In your department's cluster, everyone should line up alphabetically. You may see in this image your department's designated area for assembly. Here is the area for CE, for CHE, for ME, for EE, for ECE, for IE, and for the awardees. The awardees, composed of loyalty awardees and Latin honors, shall also line up per department. Usher and usherettes will help you line up on the day. The assembly of candidates at the practice court will look like this. The candidates and their guests will enter back QPAV into two groups. Here's the start of the line for Group 1 composed of CE, ME, ECE, and awardees. Here is the start of the line for Group 2 composed of CHE, EE, and IE. CE, ME, and ECE candidates with their respective guests will walk through the hall in the ground floor as shown, then go to the 2nd floor through stair A. Here is a video of a first-person point of view following the graduation march of CE, ME, and ECE. CHE, EE, and IE candidates along with their guests will just turn right upon entering QPAV, then go to the 2nd floor through stair D as shown. Here's a video of a first-person point of view following the graduation march of CHE, EE, and IE. us discuss some guidelines regarding everyone's entry to the arena, which will start at 1 p.m. Again, candidates will march with one parent or their chosen guest. Departments CEME and ECE plus the awardees will utilize door A, while CHE, EE, and IE will utilize door D. Here's the chronological entry to the arena.
So, how are you going to enter the Quadricentennial Pavilion Arena? On your screen is the panoramic view of the Quadricentennial Pavilion Arena. We have the main floor, the bleachers, the stage, and the entrances of the candidates for graduation. The left side facing the stage is the entrance for the candidates for graduation from Chemical Engineering Department, Electrical Engineering Department, and Industrial Engineering Department. While the right side is the entrance for the candidates for graduation from Civil Engineering Department, Mechanical Engineering Department, and Electronics Engineering Department. The candidates for graduation will march at the center aisle going to the stage together with their parent. Based on the seat plan, the candidates for graduation from the Civil Engineering Department will first march going to the arena, followed by the Chemical Engineering Department, Mechanical Engineering Department, Electrical Engineering Department, Electronics Engineering Department, and Industrial Engineering Department. The first 10 will occupy the right side of the stage and the next 10 will occupy the left side of the stage. The cycle will repeat until all the seats in the main floor have been occupied. Take note that there are ushers that will guide candidates on where should they sit following the seat plan. Here is the walkthrough of the entrance march for those who will enter from the right side of the stage. So as you can see, you need to enter A1. Okay? Here is the walkthrough of the entrance march for those who will enter from the left side of the stage. So take note that you will enter in the D1 gate. Due to a high volume of candidates for graduation who will attend the Solemn Investiture, the event will also utilize the bleachers as seats for the graduates. The right side bleachers will be occupied first. For students who will occupy the right side bleachers, kindly take note of this pattern. Take note which seats will be first occupied. Once the right side bleachers are occupied, the left side bleachers will be utilized. For students who will occupy the left side bleachers, kindly take note of this pattern. Now, how are you going to march to the stage to get your diploma? For those who are occupying the main floor, the pattern will look like this. The candidate who is sitting in the rightmost part of the lane will start to move backward, followed by those sitting beside him, until the candidate sitting in the leftmost part of the lane can march towards the stage. The candidate sitting in the left side of the stage will continue to follow the line by crossing the center aisle. After getting their diplomas, the graduates will pass the middle aisle and will go to their seats. The graduates will continue to stand until the last candidate on their department is conferred. Once the last candidate returns to his or her seat, the graduates will altogether take their seats. This will signal the start of the next department to be conferred. For those who are occupying the first set of right side bleachers, kindly follow the pattern as shown. For those who are occupying the second until the last set of right side bleachers, kindly follow the pattern as shown. For those who are occupying the first set of left side bleachers, kindly follow the pattern as shown. For those who are occupying the second until the last set of left side bleachers, kindly follow the pattern as shown.
Graduates will be called per department, in the same order as the march. Everyone in each department must remain standing until the last person from their department is conferred with a degree. Conferment of degree is done by force for all graduates except for the following: loyalty awardees by twos, cum laude by twos, magna and summa cum laude will be solo. During the event, note that the appropriate form of praise is by clapping. Please refrain from shouting. Graduates are only allowed to use the restroom inside the arena near door D. Support staff, ushers, and usherettes are stationed in each door to assist graduates and guests. Once your caps are placed on you, please wear them until the end of the ceremony. Take care of the tassel in the cap as it can easily fall off. The tassel is initially positioned on your right hand side. As for the exit guidelines, note that no candidate is allowed to leave the arena during the solemn investiture. Administrators, academic staff, and graduates will be led out of the arena after the ceremony. After the event, please go directly to the practice court to return your toga so that you may claim your security deposit amounting to 1,000 pesos. You may use any online banking app to pay for your UST Engineering Alumni Association Incorporated membership. Shown at the lower portion of this slide are the details of their bank account. A face mask will be distributed on the day of graduation as a token of appreciation for the new UST EAAI members. Please make sure to answer the Student Satisfactory Survey through your MyUST portal or through esurvey.ust.edu.ph. Again, congratulations to everyone, and we are excited to see you guys again soon.